Today, I'm going to speak a little bit about the reporting tool that is included in Odoo the version 8. The system is not able at the moment to separate the different currencies when doing analysis. Okay, this said, let us go into the reporting. What you see is that as a standard, there are quite a lot of reports that already exist. So this is really great because you don't need to do anything. You really have the basic reports that you can use. Let's go a little bit into what we have here. We have here first the dashboard, and it's really very practical, this dashboard, because you can create your own report very easily and put it in the dashboard. I'm just going to show you this very quickly. If I go to the sales, the quotations, you can just click here and press here, add to dashboard. File is immediately added to the dashboard here, and you see my dashboard isn't empty anymore. It's really interesting because you can have here some information very quickly that is useful for you, that where the selection is already done the way you want it. If you don't want it anymore, you just take it here away and it's removed. Let's go further. I have in the sales, I have the lead analysis, opportunities, etc. Okay, I have the marketing, the purchase, the warehouse. All these reports depend on the modules that you have installed. And last but not least, you also have the possibility to create your report using the report designer. I will now go on to the details of this. All the reports are designed exactly the same way, so once you know how to use the first report, it's very simple to use the other ones. I will go on something that is very simple, sales analysis. When you start the sales analysis, there is some standard selection that is already done. If you want to understand more about the selection, you can watch one of my explanation about the list view, because it's exactly the same principle. Let me explain to you what we have in the lower part. We have different modes. This one is the table mode. You have the bar chart, where you see different information graphically. You have the line chart. It is not useful for all the reports. You really need to find out for which report you can use the line chart, and you have the pie chart. The next element is only valid for the table view. You have here the heat map. The heat map is basically a color representation of data based on specific criteria. You have here two other ways of having heat maps. This one is based on the rows, and this is based on the columns. Okay. So the next thing is that you can swap the axes. So for instance, I'm going to swap this. So you see now I have the month September, October, November here, and I have the sales there. This is very practical. The next is I can expand everything. You have seen here I clicked on expand everything, nothing happened, because in order to expand anything I need to create the expansion below, but I'm going to show you later how to create this expansion. And this is a refresh. This can be very useful when you have other people working on the system and creating information. You're in the middle of the report, you would like to integrate this information, you just press on reload data. This is to download the information that you have. So you just click here and the system is going to create, for instance, this table. So the last point here is very important. These are the measures. So these are the elements that you're going to find here. Total price, for instance. So you can have multiple measures. Like here I have the count, shows me the quantity. I have the number of lines for every sales order and the different number of quantities. So you need to think that the more info measures you put, the less it is easy for you to read the report. So I would say normally you should not have more than 2 or 3 measures. Let me just go back and have only the price. And I'm going to take away the heat. So here you see small plus signs and you wonder what it is. And this is the possibility that you have to expand it. So when you click on the plus size, you're going to see a certain number of analysis criteria that you can select specifically for this report. In this case, I would like to analyze the products. So I click on product. And you see I have for direct sales, the system has shown me the product, but he has not shown me any product under undefined. I'm gonna just click on expand all, and you see immediately it goes here. This way it is very, very fast to create reports that are relevant for you. We just went out from the report that we had, and it was grouped by sales team and now grouped by product. You see this has changed there. I'm just going to take this away because I want to have this the other way around. So I'm going to click here, and instead of starting with sales team, I want to start with product. You see here, within a few seconds, you have the report about the products that are sold per month. But you don't have this only in this direction. You also have a plus here where you can also select something else. I'm going to select the customer. You see here, you see that Mary Marlowe has ordered something in September, but I would like to know how it is for the other month. So I just click on expand and you see how it looks like for the other month. So you can have this criteria of direction of analysis either here on the rows or on the columns. It's very, very practical and very easy to use. Once you have something that fits to you, you can easily change the report. For instance, I'm going to change and put the bar chart. I had very good sales in October for my luxury bag, and in November I had a very good sales on my tanning sessions. Very easy to figure out how good you are doing. You can continue, and now that you have done all the selection, you can see how it looks like in terms of the line chart. In this case, the line chart for this direction is not really useful. You don't really understand how it looks like. We are more used to line charts that are based on the time. So I'm gonna swap the axis now, and then I go back to the line chart. And now I have something that is a little bit easier to read, but still I have here Mark Marlowe that I had as a second criteria that is a little bit difficult to use. So let me take away this information and try it again. Now it looks like something that we really can understand. So I have in September I had no sales. In October I had this sale. You can really see how well it was in October, and you can see how it looks in November. You have to go back to the table view and you can easily select what you want to select. For instance, now I want to know how many pieces I sold. Maybe this is something that is relevant. So I can just change the measure to count, and I can go through my other charts, and you see here the quantities that were sold. Here also the quantities look much better. You can go into the advanced search and also go further into your selections. You may, for instance, say, I want to have something based on the order status. Here I have all the order status that are existing, and I can apply this condition. In this case, you have seen that I have nothing because I have here the filter by sale. So I'm going to take away the filter by sale so that I have the sales and the quotation. And here you see I have the order status is quotation. Okay, to finish with this reporting, I want to show you the favorites, and they are really well done. For instance, I have by product. So if I click by product, you see immediately all I have for the product very fast. If I just want to see the sales, I'm gonna click on sales and by product. I can also have here the second filter, favorite filter is by salesperson. Here you see, I see the manager has sold something. You can see exactly how every person in the company is performing. I can have also by sales team and the sales funnel. It shows me where I am, what I have in terms of quotation, and what is in progress in the company. I have also here the some standard filters like the quotation, we saw this before, or the sales. You see here I can have both, or I can only select one of them. And the other is very useful for salespeople. They can see how their sales look like. So you probably want to know how I can create a favorite myself. It's quite simple. I want to have the salesperson here, and I want to have the product. So I prepare this the way I want to have it, and then I can save the current filter. And you see immediately it went here, up there. Let us test if it works. I go here to product, see what I have, August, so I have the month and I have the product. And here if I click on test Eva, I have the administrator. That is how I defined it. So I have the user and I have the product. I hope this can help you start with using the reporting tool. Thank you for listening. Well, that's it for today. If you want to have a look at Odoo, visit our webpage demo-sas.ybo-services.net.